Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, you made it to the worst quality video on my YouTube channel. If there's one thing to know about me, honestly, whenever you have a camera and you have an idea, just get it in front of your head. But when it comes to, my preference and what I like to do when I make my videos and blah, 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 I like good quality. I can't stand using an iPhone selfie camera, but it's all I had. And guess what? I had this idea in my head, and I had to get it out of my head because it's been stuck in there since I heard the news. And you know what that news is? It's that Daryl Dixon Season 4, which has been greenlit, is going to be the show's final season. Thank you. Thank the Lord. You have no idea how good of news I think that is. And I had to talk about it. As you guys may know, I've never been one to talk about, news for The Walking Dead on this channel. It's not my thing. I don't have an interest in covering that. But this is one of those pieces of information that is important to me because, as you guys know, I loved Season 1, but as you guys really know, I hated Season 2. And I've realized in hating Season 2 that the problem is they don't have any direction with this show. The concept is literally, let's just send Daryl to different areas across the world. Okay, sure, if you really, really, really love Daryl, sure, any story with him in it is going to be something you enjoy. And to some extent, like I've said many times, The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon is a show that I will watch because I like these characters. I'm not really ready to give them up. But that doesn't mean I don't have problems with the show. The show is terrible. It's really bad. The first season had a great idea, and then they ruined it with everything they did in Season 2. And now it's just the Daryl and Carol just roaming around Spain, roaming around Ecuador, roaming around East Bumblefuck. All of that stuff with no premise, and there's no connective tissue whatsoever to The Walking Dead, which is really fucking bad. And the show just overall is suffering because of that. It's not Norman Reedus' fault. It's not Melissa McBride's fault. It's none of their faults. It is solely the way they are going, whether it's Scott Pimple's fault or the writers directly. They're writing the story into oblivion. There's no direction that the story's going in, and I can't stand that. And so when we hear the news that Season 4 is going to be the final season of the show, that's very exciting to me. I think that is exactly what this franchise needs, is to put the stupid shit to bed. Just get rid of it. Why are we doing this? It doesn't make any sense. I've been saying this for a long time. You guys know, if you've been watching my videos about The Walking Dead, that I think they should just cut all of these spin-offs and start fresh when they have an actual good, genuine idea. Look at Dexter Resurrection. Prime example. Better Call Saul is another prime example, but Dexter is more relevant to right now. After all of the shit that we've gotten in Dexter, New Blood having a horrible ending, at least in the eyes of most people, and OG, Original Sin, I should say, being okay to some people, this Resurrection is exactly what we needed, and it's good. It actually, genuinely doesn't feel like a spin-off. It feels connected. It feels like Dexter. And The Walking Dead has never had a spinoff that has felt that natural, that good, that this deserves to exist. You know what I mean? There has never been a spinoff well, okay, that's a little bit wrong. The Ones Who Live did, the first episode especially, but just in general, that was, I guess, the exception, but that's a little bit of an exception. I guess I'm really mainly talking more about Daryl Dixon and Dead City. Those ones, you look at those spinoffs and you're like, this doesn't need to exist. Sure, you could like Negan, you could like Maggie, but I could think of about fucking 4 million shows that would have a better purpose to exist compared to what we got with both of them. At least Daryl Dixon Season 1 set up the premise of Daryl's out on the road looking for Rick, and then he gets lost in France. Okay, that's great. But that's it. There's no other, that's it. Once that settled and once he got lost in France, there's no story to tell. At all. There is no story to tell. I don't like that, so I'm so ecstatic to hear the news that this show is being canceled. I really, really hope we get that same sort of confirmation for Dead City soon, because what the fuck is that show's purpose? At this point, what is the purpose of it? The story was terrible. Season 2 was terrible. Again, both shows had a really good, promising Season 1. I liked both of their Seasons 1. Season 2 of both of those shows don't deserve to exist. And anything beyond, because of what they set up being fucking nothing. There's nothing going for these shows in these next seasons. Clearly, it's just good that they get rid of them. So yeah, the way I see it, The Walking Dead overall as a franchise needs to end unless they are going to do something that deserves a spin-off. None of these shows do. They don't. What does deserve a spin-off is a reunion sort of thing. Like, maybe if that's only 6 episodes, like a reunion would be great. Or, obviously, as we all know, the animated story. Fuck, even Here's Negan would have been better as a spin-off than this. Or even the alien, like, joking one that Robert Kirkman made that was like a one-off story with the Walking Dead characters, like, fighting aliens. That would have been fun! But these aren't fun. These are filled with Gimple speak. These are filled with really contrived, stupid plot points that feel like a sci-fi show or, like, honestly, like a soap opera. Like, these are just not good spin-offs. That's what it just comes down to. They are not good spin-offs. Yes, Daryl Dixon's a good character. Yes, Negan's a good character and Maggie's a good character. Congratulations. Oh, and Carol too. But congratulations. You have no fucking story with them. So thank God they're ending. At least this one. I don't know. I mean, look, I hope season 3 is better than season 2, but honestly, you killed the people I cared about in season 2. So I don't know how they're going to do that. The only thing I could see is that Laurent goes to Alexandria and informs Rick that he's arrived in Alexandria, and Rick's like, and informs Rick that Daryl sent him, and that makes Rick go like, oh, we need to find Daryl then. Where's Daryl? Like, he's in Europe? Something like that, and that starts his way home, and that's how we kind of end it. I don't know what this is going to set up, but I just hope when they end this show, I hope they end it with some form of reunion between Rick and Daryl. It's what the show needs. It's what the audience needs. It's what The Walking Dead needs. But in the meantime, flush that turd down the drain, because that show sucked. Okay, that's my thoughts on it. Yeah, this is going to be, like I said, the worst quality video you see on this channel. It's very rare that I'm filming on the selfie camera on an iPhone, but I literally pulled over from doing something I had to do because I was like, I have to get this out of my head because it's fresh in my head. So there you go. Congratulations. You heard literally my brain coming out on screen. With all that out of the way, thank you again so much for watching this video. And until the next one, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.